Yo, it's your boy Coinstock here, back at it again, stuffing these duffel bags and collecting that cheddar. Before I begin, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a friend trying to educate you. Alright, today we're going to be talking about Metaverse Pro. Now, we're going to be looking at the website first, and then we're going to kind of go over coin them on like the price chart. Then we're going to kind of look at the docs, I believe, and then look at the roadmap and look at their Twitter, because I'm just trying to, start something fast, and then finally we can go more into depth, because basically this is on the website, this is basically it. This is a Olympus fork, by the way, and this is this isn't basically it. I mean, there's more into it. I'm just saying, like, the rest after this is just a complete kind of copy of OlympusDAO. But let's look at it. Meta, the reserve currency for the metaverse, and GameFi. Metaverse.pro is the metaverse reserve system, and Meta will be the reserve currency for the metaverse and GameFi. All right, and then 78.4% staked, 14 million really treasury balance, and total value locked 77,529,491, and the current APY 427,910%. All right, so we've seen it before with these Olympus forks. All right, and then this is all kind of the same. They're bringing protocol-owned liquidity to the metaverse / GameFi, so there's that. That's the unique spin on it. And then how Metaverse Pro works, selling bonds, and they get your liquidity pool tokens, and they use the fees to help the treasury and staking, and then Metaverse Pro treasury and the Meta token. Sustainable staking APY 427,910%. Yep, like said before. So, like, as you could tell, this is like kind of just like a copy, quote unquote copy of the OHM website. But hey, if you can't beat them, join them. Like, literally, it's the exact same. You can go to metaverse.pro if you really want to look at it, but I want to go more into depth. All right, so this is also kind of an exact copy, but right here it says market cap is $100 million. All right, and the meta price is $459.79, and the backing per meta is $64.05. And you can buy Meta. They're gonna bring lending soon, and they're gonna stake. They're staking, of course, bonding, which is BUSD and Meta. Meta USDT and Meta USDC. Oh yeah, and it's on the Binance Smart Chain, so WBNB. And yeah, like I said, that's a basic copy. It's just like back to back with OHM's website. So, but they plan on doing more soon. So let's look at the chart. Now, you know how CoinMarketCap loves to lie. I wish it was on CoinGecko, but it's not. So market cap is 46 million, as it says on here, and it's actually up today, $461.69, up 13.16%. And that's the chart. That's what it looks like today in one day. Let's see, a week. Yeah, so this is what it looks like in a week. Boom shakalaka. I think it's only been out for what? Probably a week, 2 weeks, a month? Yeah, I think it got out, like the 23rd, I believe. Hold on. Let's see, since the 22nd, actually. So there's that. It's a new project. Well, new fork, really. So, like I say, always do your own research, and here's a bunch of references here. And, all right, let's go to the Medium real quick. Now, the Medium, it just kind of glosses over on how like OHM basically works, since fork, but there's still some like nuances, little tidbits that we should read into that people may have missed. All right, so blah blah blah, yada yada. It's talking about the metaverse will change people's lives. Like, people have paid rent and like just like daily necessities with their metaverse and gaming tokens, which is just a whole new life to come to fruition. Let's see, that's just talking about ohmies and pushing them to make this community. And here we go. So Metaverse Pro has chosen to operate on Binance Smart Chain because we believe BSC represents the optimal intersection between the real world and the metaverse. Plus, the metaverse on BSC is currently experiencing phenomenal growth, from artworks to GameFi to DeFi. All areas are seeing an explosion of innovation. Metaverse Pro is committed to building a fair token issuing institution and to having Meta accepted across the metaverse. Just as DeFi requires an infrastructure, Metaverse Pro will serve this role for GameFi, and it will get more into depth of what they plan on Metaverse Pro to actually do. Like, it will have functionality and utility in these GameFi and Metaverse platforms. All right. And then this talks about DeFi 2.0 and about OMIs and about the success of OlympusDAO. And right here, so how will the Metaverse Pro work? Well, just like how Olympus has affected the DeFi space, Metaverse Pro will be integrally linked to the GameFi world. GameFi is the key entry point for the metaverse, and the Metaverse Pro will be right there as an indispensable partner, as the Metaverse Pro bond protocol will help resolve many of the early stage problems that GameFi projects encounter. This interchange of tokens also allows for the creation of a long-term mutually beneficial relationship. But Metaverse Pro doesn't simply earn from the application layer, bonds, LP, but the expected dramatic growth in the sector overall will also be a launch major boom for platform, with assets held in the treasury not sold but held, and allowing to appreciate and further back the rebase of Meta. This makes hodling the primary goal. So what this basically means is that they are going to be a launch pad, supposedly, like other projects will open through them, and that also they will be holding these tokens because they are betting on the sector growing exponentially. So it really should up the price of the token, really, in theory, up the token in price because of all the holdings that it has, and more staking, blah blah blah, yada yada. You get the point. All right, so Metaverse Pro will not only serve as a key lifeblood for the development of GameFi, but can also serve as a reliable platform for issuing assets, for providing startup funding, or for purchasing GameFi infrastructure, i.e. NPCs, assets, NFTs, tokens. So not only are they going to hold these tokens, they're also going to hold the NFTs or NPCs in games too, like just the gaming assets or the metaverse assets. So that's also a plus too. So I kind of wonder how they're gonna exactly, let's say, stake NFTs or NPCs or find liquidity for them. It's interesting times, my man. Let's see, what else? I remember highlighting something else. This all just kind of glosses over how like Olympus works or how Meta works. They kind of go hand in hand since, forks. But all right, and this is the last one, I do believe. In the Metaverse Pro is like a comfortable bus that gets you around the city. I like this analogy. You can ride it in comfort and get to where you want to go, or you can relax and take a nap, or you can chat with those around you, however you choose to spend your ride. You are already aboard the bus and as such are a meme. And the more you contribute and are recognized by the community, the more you get rewarded during your ride. And yeah, that's basically it for this Medium article. All right, let's go to the docs. That was Medium. All right, so like this is just like word for word OlympusDAO docs, but I just want to read this off to you. But one thing for sure is that regardless of where we currently exist, people all have the same needs and desires, and the blockchain is already beginning to construct the infrastructure for a burgeoning new reality. Our identities, ENS addresses, images, NFTs, digital artwork, assets, tokens. But how will we live our lives in this kind of new world? Some say we will stroll in virtual museums viewing digital artwork, NFTs, chatting with friends and bidding in virtual auctions. Come on. This might be how rich people will live in the metaverse, but not how average people will. So they are banking on a lot of people using this metaverse for work or for just leisure or just general usage, really. So they're really banking on this, all right? And, of course, here's the roadmap. You could pause the video if you want. They really want to forge partnerships with metaverse-related projects, and They want to construct Metaverse Pro lending platform, build Metaverse Pro launchpad. And there was one more thing too. Oh yeah, and initiate 2 long-term investments, which that hasn't been released yet since this project has been released within a little over a week. So, and then the Metaverse Twitter, Metaverse Pro Twitter, and excuse me. It's just kind of memeing for now, but this definitely can see some exponential growth for sure because, they're messing with the metaverse and gaming, GameFi, really. But yeah, it's just memeing for now. It's just showing like a whole bunch of stuff about like Metaverse Pro being on DBank, and like they're also being tracked by other websites too, and just like how much they've grown. Yeah, so there's not really much being talked about for, I guess, development wise, but there's definitely a future in the metaverse, and there's definitely a future in gaming. So, do what you want. What do I think about this project? I don't know about you guys. Yet again, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but yeah, this definitely has potential, especially being a fork off of OlympusDAO, and also they want to store some of their tokens with Olympus as well, as a nod back to OlympusDAO. But yeah, they're messing with the metaverse and they're messing with the GameFi. They're gonna mess around and actually, I'm not saying they're gonna fail, but they're gonna fail upwards. Like it's just like metaverse and GameFi is, quite frankly, in my humble opinion, the future. But what do I know anyway? I'm just keeping you up to date on the down low. But I guess I'll see you guys later.